Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to another vlog. Today I'm going to be just piddling around and taking you guys along and answering some of the questions that you guys have had for me. So let's just get this day started. All right, y'all. So one of the questions that I had was about my roof fan. So I do have a Max Air Deluxe, and it has remote control system to it. You can set the temperature for it and everything, and so it has a little remote to it. And someone asked me, how's it holding up so far? And it's holding up great. I mean, I love it. I actually had a problem when I was in Tennessee with stink bugs, because as fall comes, they start to look for places to hibernate in the winter, and I had a bunch of them in my fan, so I had to actually close my fan and not use it, clean it out to suck all the bugs out of there and everything. But other than that, it works really, really well, and I'm very satisfied with that purchase. I haven't bought a bike rack for the back of my van yet, so every time I use my bike I have to put it in there into the van itself, and there's a piece of work getting it in here. There we go. Okay, so it took me a minute. I had to find this place. I drove right past it to find the parking spot, but I'm gonna do a little bit of biking. So another question that I get asked often is about how much gas do I use in the van. Right now I'm in California, so the pricing is a lot higher. It's like $4.45 a gallon. So on a half a tank, it takes me about $70 to fill up. I usually don't let my tank go below half a tank, about a half a tank. So right about $70 to $80 here in California. But any other state, usually about $65, and that can last me for a bit of time. It usually lasts me for a couple of weeks because I don't do a whole lot of driving. Like, I'm not driving all the time. I drive, park, I'm not always driving. But yes, about anywhere between $65 and $85. The most that I've paid here in California at the moment was $81, and I was at like a quarter of a tank. So now let's go do some riding. This ain't too bad. So bike ride number 3. This is all flat land. It's a lot easier. Another question that I get is, I got a lot of these. Do I encounter snakes on my adventures? And the answer is yes, I encounter snakes on my adventures. I have seen all kinds of different snakes. I haven't seen a lot of snakes here in California, but I have encountered snakes before. In Florida, we have tons of different species of snakes. 6 of them were venomous. I've encountered the pygmy rattlesnake, cottonmouth, I've never seen a coral snake, a lot of rat snakes and black racers and things like that. But yes, I like snakes. They don't bother me, but I do encounter them on my adventures. And I always tell people, if you're going to be out, just watch where you step. And if you really want to know what types of snakes or other indigenous animals are in the area where you're going to be adventuring, just research is Google indigenous wildlife in whatever area you're in, and that way you're not surprised when you see something, and you can also look for things that you might want to see out there. But yes, I do encounter snakes on the trails and in different places, but again, snakes to me aren't the biggest threat. If you see a snake, back away from it. They can sense you by body heat, so they can detect your body heat. So just back away from the snake, give it a lot of room, just like you would do any other wildlife. So, all right, get back to this bike ride. Okay, so I just went up a hill. It was really hard, but so I'm out of breath. Another question that I get often is, what do I do for a living? How do I make money on the road to support van life and my adventures? And I am a outdoor guide, so to speak. I do seasonal work. I usually work 6 months, 7 months a year as a guide, summer, fall months, and spring, summer, fall months. And I take people into different places to show them the outdoors, teach them about the history, the culture, and things like that, wildlife. And I've worked in Tennessee and I've worked in Alaska doing those things, which I love. That mainly supports me. I'm also a disabled veteran, so I do get a little bit of money through my disability that helps to support and maintain me. But basically, I mean, living in a van, there's no mortgage, right? So all the money that I make, I can save and only really have to put money back into the van in case of a breakdown and things like that. And that's what I call mortgage, is a breakdown. So when a van breaks down, I fix it, and it can be anywhere from an oil change to the most I paid was $1,800, I believe, to get my transmission redone. But yeah, that's how I afford to be able to live in my van full time. I'm looking at other avenues, such as selling things like this. This is a shirt that I designed that is available through my website. You guys can look at that on the page under community. And I also do photography, so wildlife photography, where I'm selling some of the art that I create while I'm out on adventure. So I'm trying to do other things to self-sustain myself and just live the best life that I can live for now. I hope that answers your question. See you guys in a sec. All right, y'all, so I made it back to the parking lot. I did really good. I did about 10 miles today, which is amazing. My butt is absolutely hurting, so I'm gonna need to buy some bike pants or something. But last question for today is, what led me to van life? And basically it was rent prices, it was not wanting to have a roommate, it was wanting to live freely and travel. So all of those things factored into that. I really love moving around. When I was in a regular apartment, when I had my condo, I would move all the time. I've been in Vegas, I've been in New York, I've been in Tennessee, I've been in Florida, California. So I've been in all these places, and this life just affords me to be able to get up and go when I want to and not have to settle into a mortgage or have to pay rent and pay for someone else's mortgage. So that's pretty much what led me into van life, and I absolutely love it. I love my little small space, what I call home, and it has all the comforts of a larger home except for, of course, a shower. But I absolutely love it. Well, I'm gonna leave you guys with that last question, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. If you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments. I go through the comments and look for questions, and we'll do another QA real soon. Until the next time, love, guys, and light.